Hi everyone, this is Tarot by Sophie, and welcome to your July 2019 Pick a Card reading. So please take a moment to intuitively decide which card you want. This is the Desert Rose, first pile, Bloodstone, second pile, and Rose Quartz, third pile. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that right now. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1, Rose Quartz. Okay, so we have Truth. And by the way, I've ordered a new tripod because this one kind of sucks. So I apologize for if sometimes the cards, if you can't see them, it'll in the future my videos will get better. I'm still learning. And then so this is my Sun Astrology Oracle card. It's Charity, and it has a really these cards have really deep meanings, so I will get into that in a minute. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I can see right away in July, for those who picked this pile, you're going to be very busy this month with work. And you're also going to be faced with a decision to make about work, I feel. Whether or not to go forward in your career, you're going to feel like time is running out, or that time is just really going very, very quickly. This card, when you look at the title, you think like charity, and it does actually mean charity, but it also represents hard work. I'll read a piece out of the book if you just give me a moment here. I'm just going to pause the video while I find the page. Okay, so it can be that there will be periods during which you feel emotionally isolated from the family or may have to take on extra responsibility. Whatever this may be, they take family and social responsibilities seriously, valuing stability and security. Negatively, however, this can produce overpossessiveness towards material things and loved ones. Conscientious work in caring for or helping others will prove fulfilling throughout life for Saturn Cancerians. Now, you don't have to be, you don't have to have that in your chart. This is just the general energy for those who picked pile number 1. Often this planet sign combination indicates the need for much hard work to keep up required standards of security and comfort. Nevertheless, feelings are hidden from public view to maintain dignity. Saturn Cancer people suffer conflicting moods that manifest as difficulty in expressing feelings for fear of losing dignity. When this card is revealed in a reading, it can indicate a struggle to maintain family or home security. It may involve accepting reluctantly the material assistance of an institution. So you may need to ask for help, or you may need to give help in July. I know that's very general and vague, but it does fit in with these cards here. Like you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you're, juggling. Then we have the Two of Swords, which is about facing something, making a decision, not wanting to make a decision. And we have the Truth card, which is basically the exact same meaning as the Two of Swords. So that's kind of interesting. So you'll know what that decision is. It might just be taking extra responsibility about something. So I have some charms here. I'm going to pull some charms to clarify. Let me just show you what I'm doing. I'm just going to randomly pull some charms. and see what pops up. Let me just move the camera here. I really do need that tripod very quickly. So what do we have? We have the tree, which represents family. It can represent life path. It can represent something that takes a long time. And it can also represent health. And we have the leaf. Oh, we have some swans here. I'm going to pull some more because it's very vague. Okay. So you have the seahorse. Well, that's very good. That's a very auspicious good luck charm. And a mermaid. Mermaid represents fantasy. You know, the story about mermaids is that sailors, they were so lonely, and it was like a concoction of their mind, you know, the mermaid. That's a very small history. Okay, and we have the feather, which is about freedom. It can also be about intuition. Oh, we got lots of hearts here. Okay, snowflake. That represents something like a snowflake falls on the ground, it melts very quickly. So again, it's like time is kind of like running, time is happening very quickly in July. You're going to feel like July goes by in a flash, which is unfortunate because if you live in the Northern Hemisphere, July is a really good summer month usually. And we have the owl, which represents wisdom and intuition. So what I'm getting from these charms is in July, you might be, again, trying to not face reality. Like you might be stuck in fantasy land, and you might be forced to make a decision, an important decision regarding career or family. But overall, it's a very good month for you, I think. It's going to fly by. And financially, it's a good month for you, though. It's you're going to be working hard and maintaining or developing skills. So I think that's it for reading number 1. I'm going to jump ahead and go to reading number 2. Also, leaf represents growth and tree. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some growth in July for you. It's a good month. So for those who picked pile number 2, this is your July reading. Ooh, celebration. That's a good sign. Okay. And we have Lady 2, a main character. So a lot of feminine energy again. Wow. Celebration, appreciation. Okay, so we have Justice. 4 of Wands. Oh my goodness. This is definitely a wedding. Like I'm getting, with the 4 of Wands and Justice, and the celebration card, that is like wedding. Now, not for all of you, obviously, but there's definitely, I don't know if you're getting married or if you're going to a wedding, or if someone is actually going to propose to you, because we have the Page of Pentacles, which is about making an offer, someone offering you something. So you could be getting engaged. Let me pull some charms. So what do we have here? So butterfly is transformation. We have four-leaf clover, which is obviously something very lucky, happy, growth. Let's see. Definitely July is a very good month. These charms aren't really giving me too much information here. But with the four-leaf clover and the key, that's like you're going to have some really good fortune in July. So I'm just going to take a read at what this card entails. It goes very in depth and it's impossible to memorize these particular oracle cards. So I'm just going to take a moment to read up on it. Okay, one of the things this card means is a lavish occasion. It goes a lot deeper than that, but in context of these other cards, celebration, appreciation, we have justice with the Four of Wands. I mean, it screams to me wedding. It just absolutely does. It also represents someone being center stage. And we have the Lady card, which is, if you're female, then this card would represent you. So it's like definitely your center stage. And I'm feeling like as a bride. But for those of you who aren't getting married or not going to a wedding, it's just a very good month. Like Four of Wands is about celebration. And here we have the celebration card. Like I'm not making this up. I picked these cards randomly. And then we have the appreciation card, which is a lavish occasion. So you are definitely celebrating something in July, and it's a very, very positive reading. I wish I would have picked pile number 2, honestly. But I actually don't pick my pick a card readings. I don't know why, because they're totally random, and I don't know what the cards are going to be until I look at them, but I just, I should start doing that. So I'm going to, there's not much else here to say other than July is a very good month for you. And a very, you know, positive, happy month. So I'm going to move ahead to pile number 3. So pile number 3 is the rose quartz. What do we have? Perception. So that's kind of like the Hangman card in tarot. Comet. Something unexpected maybe. Something quick. Publicity. Let's see what we have here. So we have 8 of Cups, the World, and Strength. So in the month of July, you're going to be walking away from something. You're going to, it might have been successful in the past, but you're walking away from it. You're like, I've had enough. And there's a cycle that has been completed. There's a new cycle beginning. The World card is a very good card, actually. Very positive. So yeah, you're walking away from something, starting over something new. And then we have the Strength card, which is all about, you know, self-control, number 1, and courage. So you have the courage to walk away from something in July. Okay. Let's see with these cards. Publicity, publicity and perception. So this card is about being in the public eye, obviously. I'm just going to read up a little bit about it, see if I can pick up anything that resonates with the rest of these cards to see what the theme is, because I'm still not really getting, well, actually, if you look at this card, She's on stage. She's performing. Then we have the publicity card. Okay, and we have the comet, which is like in the public eye, right? People are watching this comet. So something about fame in July. That's really cool. I can't believe I didn't see that in the beginning. And then we have the world card, which can also represent being in the spotlight. So you've left something behind, and it's actually in your favor. So I'm just going to pull some charms. I didn't pull that many. I'm going to pull some more. Okay. So it could be you have a contract, or actually this fits in with the world because it's a cycle. A cycle has been completed or a new cycle has started. Basically, a ring, it represents a contract or commitment, but if you look at the symbology of a ring, it represents a cycle. Then we have a cat. That can just represent like intuition. So something is being cut out with the scissors. Okay, what does this say? Love. And then we have 2 butterflies. So it's like a double transformation. I'm going to pull some more charms here. Oh, wow. So normally the mask can represent deception, but look at this. She's holding a similar mask. Interesting. Okay. We have a star, which is like the comet. And we have an electric guitar and a music note that can also represent, like, I feel like you're doing like some sort of performance, musical performance. Weird. Not that that's weird. I'm just, for those of you who aren't musical at all, this could just represent you're just you're being recognized for something. It might have taken you a long time to get there because we have the tree. But yeah, something has been cut out of your life and a new cycle has started. So I'm just gonna pause the video for just a sec and I'll be right back. Okay, so going back to this card, it says blowing one's own trumpet, the attraction of some kind of fame or attention, taking a leading role in a local activity, a prominent member of a church or similar organization. Wow. And we have perception, and this woman is performing. So you're doing some sort of public performance on stage almost, for most of you, or for some of you rather. So cool how the cards coincide. I'm always amazed. And for the comet, in the book it says, when coupled with more positive cards, this is a lovely card that shows you are climbing the ladder of success. However, if there are negative cards, changes will affect you at a very rapid rate. Okay, but it's not. This is definitely positivity over here. The comet card represents something that happens very fast in your life. It generally reflects once in a lifetime opportunity, something that you don't want to miss. Wow. So for those of you who picked pile number 3, if any of this resonates with you, or if you feel that it will resonate with you, could you please leave me feedback? I'm so curious as to what this is about. So that was your July 2019 reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like the video And if none of this resonated with you, I mean, it can't resonate for everybody. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Is what I always say. Thanks again.